Hey, what's up, guys? I am back with another video. I hope everyone is doing well. Aries. It's going to be a general reading for Aries. All right. If you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. Okay. Shout out to my new subscribers, by the way. I appreciate you. Just remember, Aries, it's a big world, so it is general, and this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Aries. We'll see what messages I have for you. Aries. Don't let no one take you down, Aries. What I mean by that, I have a feeling there's like people around you that like to start drama. I do not feel like it's your drama, it's other people's drama. So, but I do feel like it's a burden on you. Okay, so just be careful with that, is what I'm sensing. Sometimes you have to choose your peace. You know what I'm saying? It can be a hard decision. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta block people, or maybe even cut them loose. But it's important. Your peace is important. Okay. You have the 7 of Wands in reverse. You have the Hangman in reverse. I think some of you are starting to see that, but I feel like it's almost like they will you in. Okay, so it takes practice. You know what I'm saying? Wheel of Fortune, upright. Okay. Knight of Swords, upright. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Empress, upright. So I feel like you guys are going to a new phase with this Wheel of Fortune. You've learned a lot. I just feel like it's more about practicing, okay? Because I feel like some of you throughout your life, you've probably been questioned. Maybe you felt like you needed to defend yourself. The thing is, I feel like whatever you're defending, it's like you don't need to defend it, because a lot of it is no right or wrong answer. Is more of opinions, way of thinking, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you've been doing that throughout your life. For some of you, it could be, maybe more recent. But I feel like it's something that you do, is something that you put up with, and you're learning that, you know what, it's not working. It's not working. I do feel like people bring you into things. They may even accuse you of things. But it's more out of anger. I feel like deep inside they know that you're not, you know, to blame for anything. I just feel like, I hate to say it, they kind of use you as a punching bag of words, okay, of words. And I feel like, a lot of you are waking up, you're starting to see how much you have sacrificed throughout the years. And like I said, for some of you recently, okay. And I feel like you're at a different place. So that's why I said it's really more about practice, okay? I do feel like some of you are sensing this turning point, okay? You're sensing that things are not the same, and they're not going to be the same. So some of you have a lot of decisions to make, a lot of planning, a lot of things that you need to act on with this Knight of Swords. Be quick about it, because I do feel like with some things, Aries, it is a little time sensitive. It's like if you don't take control, someone else will, or the universe will, or things just won't go as smoothly as, they can go. Okay, so I do feel like you need to be this knight and just, make it quick and swift. Okay, of course, think about it first. You want to make sure you're making the best decisions, right? Now, I feel like some of you, well, Okay, so you're taking steps to change things in your life. Congratulations. That's great. Kudos to you, Aries. Okay. Truly, continue to do that. It's a good thing is what I'm sensing. But gotta be a button there, right? I do feel like there's other things that you need to change. Okay. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, it may even be like a physical thing, like a health thing. I'm not a doctor, okay, but maybe some of you need to focus on self care, maybe get some more sleep, okay. But I feel like this is other things in your life too, like routine. It's weird because I do feel like you changed a lot, but at the same thing, there's like certain things that you did not change, and those things are like important. Okay, I feel like those things are, how can I put it? Well, they're holding you back more than you realize, and they may seem small, but it's a situation where if you like let it ride or let it pile up, it can become a bigger problem. But I also feel like it's one of your biggest blocks for some reason. It's almost like there's some certain things that you won't let go of. Maybe it could even be like beliefs, habits, stuff like that. I just feel like you need to go back and change something. And I feel like it's weird because I feel like you need to learn something. At the same time, I feel like there's things that you learn and you're not applying. I feel like some of you missed something. It's almost like you have everything, but there's like one piece missing that can like crack a code or something. I know that's a weird way of putting it, but that's how I'm sensing it. It's like that's gonna crack the code of your life, what you can really do, what you can really create. So there's definitely a blockage. Like I said, maybe you need to learn something, be more open-minded. This can be like a someone learning their craft, perfecting it. But I feel like it should be in different areas and also just being creative in general of what you want in your life, but also probably like projects and different things that you want to do. Okay, outside of that, with the Empress, she's a creator, right? She creates things, and I feel like you need to tap into that. There's a lot on your mind that you want to do, but I just feel like make a plan and just do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep thinking of things that it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is not the right time, or maybe I should wait for this one, or wait for that, or this and this and that. I just feel like you come up with things to convince yourself not to go all out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she's ready to burst. Like she's ready to give birth. You know what I'm saying? She's overdue, Aries. She's overdue. Okay. Some of you may have someone, a mother or someone with child around you, because I am sensing that this new chapter, this phase that you're going to also is connected to that too in some way. For some of you, it's not for everyone. Okay. Because I feel like there's a lot of, how can I put it? It's just things are not the same. That's the only way I could think of putting it. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about your personal life, maybe your professional life too, but I just feel like your life is not the same. And I do feel like someone's bringing a blessing, okay, to you. So it could be in that form, but it can also be for some of you, giving you seeds to plant, okay, or giving you the courage to plant the ones you have, maybe helping you get some water, you know what I'm saying, so that it grows healthy into something strong. But for some reason, I do feel a physical thing too, and I feel like maybe pay attention to that. And really take care of yourself. Some of you may take care of other people more. Again, I'm sensing that mother energy. So it could be that some of you are so loving, so giving, but you forget to give to yourself a little. Okay, so make sure you do that, Aries. Okay. Make sure you do that. Your bottom card is the Hermit. See, take time for yourself. It's about solitude, okay? I do feel like some of you are trying to do this. It's almost like you get distracted by, well, like I was saying before, other people's stuff. Maybe even some of your own, in life, there's always something. But make time for it. Really, really, really schedule it in if you have to, okay? Because I feel like by being in solitude, you will find a lot of answers for things that you're thinking about, okay? And I'm not just talking about things that you want to create, things that you want to chase after. There's like things in your mind that you're confused about, okay? Partly, I feel like it has to do with this new chapter. Like, what does Aries want? Where do you want to be 5-10 years from now? How do you truly want your life to be? Because I feel like some of you are living like a life that's not only yours. And what I mean by that, it's like some of you may be living for other people, or just have just a lot of influence from other people. So you may not be doing everything that Aries wants. And I feel like you need to focus on that, okay? Because this is a new phase, okay? So some of you may be the type that give too much, okay? And you need to give back to yourself with your life, right? Your top card, look at that. Ace of Wands, okay? Don't miss the opportunity, okay? I feel like some of you, like I said, think a little too much. And you find ways of convincing yourself not to get everything that you want. Now, Aries, remember what I was talking about with the other people, okay? Because I feel like that's also why this is in reverse. It's like you have an opportunity to start a whole new life, but there are people that are like, I feel like well, they're making it hard. They're making it hard. 5 of Wands. It's almost like you're trying to leave. You're trying to go out the door. You're trying to be free, in a very peaceful, serene place, but it's almost like they have a hold on you, is what I'm sensing. You may need to just put your foot down. I do feel like a lot of the situation, they need to solve their own problems, is what I'm sensing. Maybe that's why I kept feeling like, it's not really your problems. People are bringing this to you. Maybe you're involved in some way. But I feel like a lot of it's other people's stuff. Okay. You may be the matriarch. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Maybe you're just the leader. Maybe you're the go-to person. Okay. But I do feel like some of you just need to, put your foot down and say enough is enough. Okay. Solve your problems. There's a lot of competition, is what I'm sensing, and it's senseless. It's not necessary. A lot of it's avoidable too. And it's not you. It's not you. It's the people around you. Okay. It's the people. Yeah. Never satisfied. Never satisfied. Careful of that. Okay. Maybe even some boredom there. Again, I'm feeling like this is other people's energy. I do not feel like it's yours. I feel like I said, you know that you've sacrificed a lot. You want to be at a different place. You're working towards that. Takes a little more patience and discipline. Okay. It's hard to break old habits. Okay. But she has to be good in order to help other people, right? To be a good mother. I'm just saying mother because it's an empress. Like I said, gender doesn't matter. Father, whatever. Leader, whatever. You have to set an example, right? I feel like that's what you need to be doing. Not solving their problems, just setting an example, because I feel like you might involve yourself too much. Okay. And so it repeats. It's like they're always bringing you their problems. Why? Because you're always trying to fix them. Stop trying to fix them. I do feel like this is not necessary. It's very petty. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Let them fix their own problems, because I feel like they all need to learn something. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a group of people. Okay. Group of people. This could be family, it could be at work, but I do feel like it's like no matter what you do, not everyone's happy. You can't make everyone happy. And I just feel like, yeah, people complain a lot, Aries. They complain a lot. Go off, okay, like you've been doing, because in time you're gonna see that it's really gonna help you. Okay. I will say, there's someone, I feel like I'm going into something else. There's someone around you that is trying to do something, you know about it, and you're having like iffy thoughts about it. I do not feel like it's a bad thing though. I don't. Because that's what I keep staring at this night, and I feel like he needs to do something. He needs to stand for something. He needs to have courage to move forward and do something. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, maybe you're close to a Gemini. Don't have to be, I'm just saying. Maybe a Virgo, even a Pisces, but whatever. Point is that I feel like he needs to do something. I do not feel like this is you, but I do feel like you know what their motive is. You know what they're trying to do. You know what they want to do, but you're like, are you sure you want to go down that road? And I feel like it's a good thing, because it actually may stop a lot of this nonsense. Okay. Because I feel like this is different situations, different people, but then I also feel like it's a whole group of people, maybe just arguing and debating over different things. But there's something that needs to either be said, or needs to be confronted, or needs to be handled. I do feel like you can give this person advice and it could go smoothly, okay? Because this person acts very quickly. Sometimes they may slip a little, or stick their foot in their mouth. Okay, I don't feel like it's intentional or anything. I feel like you can guide them to solving some situation or some problem with other people. Okay, so maybe have some advice to give. Okay, I do feel like you're iffy about it. Aries, this person has changed. Okay, I think that's why you're iffy. I'm sensing that there may have been history with the same people, and so you know what it can turn into, but I feel like this night is different now. Okay, this night has grown in some way. Okay, this night thinks more. Okay, don't get me wrong, he can be a little too quick, like I was saying before, but I do not feel like this is the same person that you witnessed in other situations with whoever they have a problem with, or whatever the situation is, because I feel like it's them and someone else. You may be like the peacemaker here. Universe, we are all stardust. All of us. You too. Okay. We are all stardust. We're all connected. But I will say we all learn differently. We all process things differently. And I don't want you to miss out because you are caught up in everyone else's lessons, drama, issues. Okay. Like I said, just be an example, guide when you can, but don't get caught up in that web. Okay. Remember that they are learning just as you are. We all go through different situations for a reason. Okay. I want to say learn to forgive for some of you, but for others, I feel like that's not the problem. I feel like for some of you, you're too giving. You're too giving. Sometimes they need to learn on their own, Aries. Okay, you can't teach everyone. That's not what you're here for. Okay, you're not here to sacrifice your whole life teaching other people or trying to show them something or trying to keep the peace. Okay, do what you can, but don't get swallowed up by it. Okay. Like I said, some of you may just need to take a stand and be like, you know what, enough's enough, stop it. Stop it. Okay, because I just feel like it's very just a waste of energy. Sword, make the change. Make the change. Okay. And I feel like this has a lot to do with what I was talking about as far as other people, because I feel like you made a lot of changes in other ways. It's just like I said, I feel like they wheel you in, okay? And it's very, you might even be dealing with younger people because I feel like it's just very petty and very immature. Don't get me wrong, they don't have to be young. There's plenty of older people that are immature, but I just feel like, you know, it's funny. You may just have to step away like this hermit, you know, and really just disconnect because I have a feeling for some of you that that is going to help you. It's almost like they're going to snap at it like, yo, where's Aries? What happened to Aries? They're not fixing my problems. Where are they? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to ghost these people out, you know, a little. Because I feel like they're going to really see like the error of their ways. Some of them, anyway. Some of them are hard headed, is what I'm sensing. Hard learners. But remember, we're all stardust. We're all on different levels, Aries. But that is your message. I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.